Hello everyone and welcome back to Ireland Esports Collegiate Series. I am Kurt and once again I am joined by Schmergen this week and I can already see you're bopping to the music. You're taking in the new act music. The new act music is actually really nice.
It is. I love it. They mix it up a little bit every now and then. All right, so we got a banger game this week for sure. We've got some very high seeds. Who do we got, Kurt? What are we looking at here?
We are looking at the QUB Storm as well as TUD Azure, and I think most of you are at least going to recognize the Azure team because they absolutely dominated last split, and that is not really changing so far anyways in their current series. So we will have to see who's going to challenge them, who's going to be the one to bring down the giant.
Yeah, it's really... This is the task now. I mean, this isn't going to matter too much for the two teams for playoff standards because it's the last week for groups. Both these teams, I think they have 15 points in their group. Literally impossible. So these teams are playoff bound, but this is the taster, right? This is the taste of the top caliber, we'll say.
Yeah, this could easily be a glimpse at what you see in the finals, just because, you know, they're in the same group, they're going to be split off into, you know, different parts of that bracket. So you could see this in, you know, I don't know actually how the seeding fully works on challenger mode, but so I assume they'd be split onto opposite sides of the bracket though. So it would be a final that you would see these two teams, and to be honest, they are two teams that I could easily see taking over their sides of the respective bracket.
Yeah, for sure. Both teams making the playoffs last semester as well. Unfortunately, last semester QUB did get knocked out by UG in the last playoffs, but plenty of opportunity now. Different semester, different look, and I mean
different map
stunning.
Pool as we always
look stunning so far. And the map pool is in fact different. I think we have the picks coming in. The first one is Lotus.
Speaking through, they speed ran this pick ban, throwing out Ascent, Breeze, Bind, Icebox, just throwing them straight out of the way, and then TUD bopping us into a map pick of Lotus. Lotus has been loved lately, at least on our stream, at least what we've seen. Lotus has been getting a lot of love, and I'm enjoying it. I love to see Lotus myself.
Yeah, I think so as well. Lotus, it's probably because we don't have Haven anymore, right?
They're like, we need one of the three. We need three sites. We need it. We need to put it somewhere. So everyone has shifted their look to the Lotus Leaf, and QUB Storm will be picking that attacking side based off of that. So that is going to be our first match to come up. And secondly, in a little bit, in about, you know, maybe 40, however long it takes, an hour-ish, who knows, the games take a while, we will be going on to QUB's pick of Split for the best of two, and TUD will be starting on the defense. But that's not for now, that's for later, and we have Lotus coming up.
Lotus as the first map here.
Yeah, no, it's been a pretty big staple for a lot of teams. They've been really taking it on and really rolling with the punches in terms of it. So I'm excited to see exactly what they can do. We've seen a lot of good teams play it, but I'm excited to see, you know, TUD are going to start in a defense. I'm assuming they're going to start with a bang. They're not going to warm up. They're a team that will, from the get-go, from the start of the first round, they will try and push the advantage straight away and pursue that dominance because they know they're dominant. I think we were talking about the stats earlier before we started the stream, and they have gone unbeaten in any series in nearly a year as a team themselves, only dropping 2 maps in 20 their last 20 games, which is absolutely insane. They have been just a dominant team with no end in sight to that.
We did see, I think we did have the one game, or one of the games where they dropped a map last semester. I think that was against UL. I think we did that one.
Yeah, no, I think we did get we got a glimpse of the fact they could bleed, but
they can bleed. Yeah,
they stitched that up quickly, and I think they shook it off and they took it so well. So it's going to be exciting to see, and we will be in there in a moment. But just before we go in, I forgot to mention it at the start, so I thought I'll just throw it in now. Just want to say that Ireland Esports Collegiate Series is powered by natives and sponsored by Monster Energy, Dogpatch Labs, Reraw, and GG Machines. So thank you to them. Always got to throw in the sponsors. You know, they're important. You know, the stream would not be alive without them. So you know, just gotta mention them. And I think just before as well, we bring it into Lotus because we should only be there in a moment. We have a couple of predictions. Like, if you check the Twitter, you would have seen that me, Schmergen, and our producer Heltic brought that up on it. But Schmergen, you want to let us in on what
we
you
did bring
think?
it up. Look, yeah, a lot of I think both of us predicted the 2-0, but Celtic does have some hope for this QUB team to take at least one of the two maps.
Yeah, no, he got some belief in QUB, and I don't think it's completely like, I'm not going to be like it's a bad idea. They're a phenomenal team in and of themselves. I think it's less so a dig at QUB, and it's just a testament to the TUD squad we've seen, and we've seen them be so consistent. So there is a possibility for that. I'm always open to be proven wrong, especially with such amazing teams. Maybe we can see a different face than we are used to, but we are going to be taking it into Champ Select now for our Lotus game.
Right now, so for this QUB squad, or they're doing double init first off, but I believe there's a couple tournaments that we've done outside of this that I've seen players. I've seen Tempo play, I've seen Rebellion play, and I think in the event that I watched Tempo play in, I think they won it, right? So there's no doubt that these are prominent figures in the Irish scene, right?
Yeah, no, definitely.
People be feared for sure, but when it all comes together in this collegiate series now, I want to see what they can put up. I'm looking at the agents now. The Gecko being brought out. Some teams like running the Gecko, some teams don't, but QUB opting for it here, and Gecko is on the rise, so I'm glad to see the pivot to the new age for this team.
Yeah, it's really just that discovery period has kind of come to its conclusion, and people have found their footing in terms of what they like. I do like McNuggets, going for that fade. I do think it is such a strong pick. There's Lotus, especially on the A side, I find there's so many great spots you can really get a Haunt in play that just shows you everything. You get to know everything you would ever want to know from that.
Yeah, what's interesting though is that they're not running Rays. They're not really running any good util to pair with the C's other than just running it down. So I think they want to really take the fight to QUB with this composition. You've Jet Dash, you have C's, so you can get take space early and take the fight straight to him. So I think that's kind of what you were talking about there, especially when you pair a Breach with that. Throw an Aftershock in there as well, and now they're half HP and can shoot.
Yeah, they are playing a heavy amount around that setup style, TUD. You can stun, you can flash, you can near sight, you can do everything. You got the paranoia, you got the dogs, you have everything you could want to set people up, and I think that's what they're trying to do. They want to get Murph in there, you want to get McNuggets in there, you want to get just all these players that can absolutely dominate in terms of pure mechanics. If you can get them in position to just let them play their game, they are going to succeed. I think is basically a guarantee for the most part.
There's that space being taken. Now Murph, I do want to highlight, because I believe last semester he was playing on one of the B teams for TUD, and he stepped up now to the main team. He's played for a couple of games here. Sometimes he's been out, so a little substitute coming in sometimes, but Murph has been playing on the squad a lot in this season, and they're filling some pretty big shoes here. So I want to see if they can continue with the win rate now that they're going up against a really strong opponent. I mean, Rebellion, just showing how strong they can be, but 2 is all they'll get. Still a 3v2 here for TUD.
Yeah, and now they're going to start getting their way back onto the site. They have a nice bit to work with. They have some smokes from Miryu, just giving them a position to work with the turret as well. Asian might be able to pop that, but might not even need it. The classic, just being able to shoot through with that prism and deals a lot of damage, but gets taken out eventually. And just to top it all off, Miryu gets that last kill. And just really clean kind of setup they did there. I really like what they did, because they put 3 people on that A. They may not have the raise, but they still have that initiative to push themselves. They take so much A control. And to balance that out, they put Asian they put the setup a little bit on C, they put an alarm bot, they put a nano swarm, but they're focusing on B. So they're really just flipping the map a little bit. They're giving up C, taking A, and then playing a retake off of that.
Yeah, no, that's Lotus, right? I mean, you kind of do that on Haven as well. It's a pretty similar play style when you have this kind of map. But second round could be clean. Okay, that's a good shot from McNuggets. The Outlaw coming out.
Yeah, they're just gonna
for a second here. The utility combination is brutal. And Rebellion just keeps on getting 2 kills no matter where they are apparently, but it's hardly going to be enough. TUD will mop up and will take their anti-eco.
Yeah, and that overall, I wouldn't even say that's too much of a fail from the QUB side. 2 kills with a single shorty, getting a spike plant. Got the spike plant the previous round. Like, you've netted a lot of just latent kind of a power there. They might not have taken the rounds and they might not have taken that many kills, but still, that is a nice chunk you can kind of say you've taken out of them. And setting them up for this round, you know, five rifles, full armor, a lot of util. They even have, because of those 4 kills and the plants and everything on top, Rebellion already has Thrash online, and that's going to be huge to try to take anything here. And it does look like TUD, they are aware of the weaponry disadvantage, and they're going to go for a play off the back of this with Lol Boom throwing out that fault line.
Yeah, a little bit different look here. I mean, I'm used to seeing Lol Boom on the Raze, so seeing them on the support role, it's really different here. And I mean, they've still found the same success, so it's a testament to the flexibility that some of these players can have.
Yeah, so far not finding anything here to UDR, but they're able to pull back and set themselves up now. Losing out on a player to start with, but Rebellion again with 2. Double in every single round so far, but there's still room to get more here. Only 15 HP though, so gonna have to pull back. 5 versus 2 though is absolutely phenomenal to have here. Asian and McNuggets, 2 strong players, but not strong weaponry, and up against the wall right now, and the smoke. So it feels like it is just a ticking time bomb of waiting to see what happens, and already taken out, just spam through the wall, hit by the fault line. McNuggets, it's just a moment for them to see if they're going to die here. I think they're just going to try to get a kill, and it looks like a kill is something they will not be able to get here unless... No, nothing is gotten in the end. There's so much damage dealt that round, but nothing was able to be converted, which is absolutely huge there. Good from the QUB side to have that patience and have the, you know, the mindfulness to not overpeak, to not give away anything there, because just staying alive, even if you're 1 bullet away from death, that's still a body, that's still of bullets that can be sprayed through, and they're going to get themselves on the board there and reset off of what were 2 really nice rounds from TUD.
Yeah, now you're on even footing for this round, and the fight is coming towards this A side of the map. 4 players here for TUD, and it's a bloodbath. First one is taken down, Tempo. Get his head taken out by Murph, but Sleepy wants some answers back, but gets taken out by Miru, a little bit over eager there. And the rest of the team is just going to pivot to C, but they're going straight into Asian, the microwave setup.
Yeah, an absolute hell to get through. But T1 is going to get across,
Little bro
able to
gets
use...
taken out by the mollies.
Yeah, that little step works out. Asian, though, is in a prime position. Gets a 1 for McNuggets as well, so everything falls apart. The spike is down, and it is just going to be Rebellion. All they have for them is a mosh pit, so it's not even like they can play for a flash or for info here. But they can still hit some headshots. But Lolbu being alive...
They're due. There you go.
2 and... Yeah,
it's just an inevitability.
They haven't gotten any other kills either. It's just been a doubling around, and they're like, guys, I'm done. They have their ults already. It's round 5 and they've already used 1 and they're on to their 2nd.
Right,
that is insane.
Big round though, right there for TUD. A fights are going to be a pretty pivotal piece of Lotus here, and to win out cleanly like that, and to see QUB slip up a little bit. Sleepy was getting desperate for that trade. So they really want to have to get a different look for this A take. And yeah, there you go, there's your different look that you're looking for. Tempo taking Murphs instead. And now the Thrash and brought it to try and even out the numbers.
Yeah, and perfect able to dive through the door, catch off Lolboom, and put them in a position where they
Miru, though.
are going to
There's
be
not
at
enough
least
time.
pushed out. Yeah, there's not enough time to get him. He gets the gun back in his hands and he stays alive, which is absolutely crucial there. Still a man advantage. Murph still out of the round, so they are able to make their way onto A site here. And the little guy is going to be able to make it there, but not before it is evened up by McNuggets. So 4 versus 4, spike down, and no actual ults left in play.
One, making it just past that Prowler. And the Haunt makes it very scary. Yeah, that's on the platter for you. Asian taken down, but Lolboom's got the trade. Still a 3v3 here.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, and it falls though quickly. Lolboom and McNuggets get a clicking kill in back, and they're just gonna stick it for now. There's no point. Get it to half. And Sleepy needs to hit these shots. Hits the first one, and the second one lines up for them. Sleepy wakes the. Oh, you gotta mute.
No.
Yeah, you gotta censor yourself. But I think you can get to what I was gonna bring out there.
After the little fumble last round with the fault line for the trade, this time stays patient, takes the 2 fights and gets them clean. That's a huge round there to take, so that TUD don't spiral out of control here. And they're now.
Can I get some Fs in the chat though? Fs in the chat for Rebellion's double streak.
Oh, it is no.
Didn't get a kill that round. Oh, and Miryu, really nice lining up.
Didn't break the door though.
That shrouded step gets just spammed as it lands. So 4 versus 4 now. It's evened up, but the weaponry should still favor QUB here. They are going to keep it slow though, not try to overplay their hand and wait for a moment. But McNuggets' push could put some pressure on if the rest of their team can hit their shots a little bit.
Really want to slow this one down. I mean, McNuggets getting a lot of info, but they should know that. How has Murph gotten 2 with the Ghost? 2v2 now, and the pivots onto B. They have this turret here.
My Ghost doesn't do that.
Down.
Nobody's Ghost does that. I think it's a Murph.
Murph, Murph.
Spike
I don't know what he's doing, but the little guy, or a little buddy,
Sleepy
is going to get it
only
going.
half watching this. It's not good enough. Yeah, the kill is going to be getting onto Rebellion. And Sleepy, are you up to the task once again? Not quite. Asian will take him down, and TUD somehow get away with that eco even after Sleepy's heroics last round.
Dude, it's all on Murph's double kill there. The 4v4, it was looking so good, but when you can just tap. I think it was 4 bullets, 2 kills, just double dinks on everyone there. Absolutely demolishes through. And then the other players were even a little bit low. That's why they were able to get the kills with the Marshall, with the Stinger. So, you know, I don't... QUB, they might have fumbled it a little bit, but those shots hit exactly when they need to get that set in motion there. TUD on to 4 now, and their money's in a great position. Bladestorm as well for Murph. So you can see them just absolutely go for some heads.
Oh, this position from Lolboom. Maybe a little risky here. Your opponent's on an eco, you might just be giving away this gun if you don't go up massive. And I mean, with Dizzy, oh, it doesn't play spoiler, it doesn't go straight enough. Right, that's 1, that's 2, 3 for Lolboom.
Spike down.
Just not checking the corner. Dizzy gets thrown a little too close to the wall, and it won't spot him out. Jixery is left wondering what has happened, guys. Everybody's dead at B, and they're still trying to lurk up A.
Yeah, it would have been crazy if Dizzy like perfectly caught Lolboom there though.
I mean, that's the idea. I feel like right. That's how you.
Yeah, I
clear
feel
out
like
that
it
corner with
should
the eco.
bounce off the wall a little, get a little bit of the sight and everything. So yeah, maybe just a little bit of a fumble there, just going for it. Like I wasn't expecting much here. It was majority an eco, a few sheriffs, a Bucky in play, a Ghost. So maybe not high expectation, but still not able to get anything. But as I say that, obviously a kill has to come in there. McNuggets taken out. Their weapon is recovered straight away by Murph though, so not going to be a huge loss overall. But now 4 ultimates in play for QUB. Rebellion 1 away from there, so they're on the cusp of having an absolute powerhouse in terms of that utility. So a good opportunity here, but it is going to all hinge off of this A point because Murph is hungry. They're just fighting for blood here every single time that they can.
Yeah, there. And I think whoever gets this first blood here might end up being the winner, as the trend is. The flash is brilliant, and yeah, there you go. Okay, Tempo wins out the fight. The fight for A has been won by QUB, and now they're up one man.
Cover going out.
Yeah, gonna try to set in.
To even the odds, and Rebellion will shut him down.
Yeah, and that's the ult online as well. So Thrash is even available if that's what they want to do. Juxree is even going to make it that bit more complicated, going for the lurk. They pop both the swarms as well. Asian.
I don't know how pushed up they are then.
Yeah, kind of questioning exactly how much info they have. So now they are able to just let the wingman go for it. And that should be around very much set. Rebellion is a little bit low, but that is their only problem here.
Oh no, they don't even get it. Just throw their life away.
Good info though, at least they know where they will be expecting one from. It's just a question of the rest. They have so much. Lolboom has their util, but they get stopped by the opposing breach. So Faultline can come in. A Rolling Thunder is available, but it might be just it's a bit too much to ask for that kind of commitment right now. So a save is going to be on the cards, and it is going to be the way it's dealt for them. Really well played from QUB. They're getting the opening, slowing it down, and then playing off of the lurk info. You know, there was a full rotate over to A, but C was open for the taking, and they just take it into their hands.
Yeah, the stun is beautiful there. There might have been a chance for that retake, but as soon as the stun hits, they just get delayed just enough so that they cross the... Guys, we don't have enough time for this threshold, right? I mean, that's a big round for QUB there. If they lost that one, the economy was going out of control. They would have been forced back on an eco, so huge for them to win, and didn't even have to use any of their ultimates.
No, they are still on top in terms of those. Lolboom, the only one for TUD that has theirs available here. So maybe an opportunity for go for something. They are going to set up for some C aggression this time round. So maybe going for something a little bit. This A aggression is just going to come to no resistance. And they're just going to make their way over to A. Going to get stopped by a little bit of Nano Swarm. But that is going to be it. They're just going to take it straight. And I assume the spike plant is going to be coming very quick also.
I'm wondering what the plan here is. I think they just want to try Rolling Thunder. Yeah, here it comes.
Tempo KD though.
Spoiler.
Amazing spot.
Second though. Yeah. Taken out, but there goes your piece that's gonna spur on the retake. All planned around that Rolling Thunder, but McNuggets, they've two big ones to pick off here, but Drixie's gotten that kill. But the retake is good enough for TUD to cause enough noise in the back lines. And the site gets flooded. TUD will take that round despite Tempo making it look desperate, but they've got the composure to keep it up and win out the round.
Yeah, Tempo's so quick to try to turn tail. They're not, you know, just banking on the fact that either there isn't a second player or that they can outrun the bullets. And it does not work out that way. And McNuggets really is a hero. We didn't see much of him in that round, but he was holding two of them so far back in mid in the spawn, just making sure they weren't able to be a part of the defense. And now the attacking side are going to have to go for something here. Once again, they do have full weaponry, and so many flashes are going to come in. But no blood has been drawn just yet.
We're using, there's so much util. There's 3 breach flashes brought in on this. Everybody's looking at the sun, and McNuggets is just looking at the heads. 2 big kills, and still 2v2 now. After the bloodbath that was in Mound.
Yeah, now the defense, they are just gonna be back. On the attacking side, they're just gonna pull on back. They do have both of their ultimates in play.
I mean, but
they have no info.
You can definitely look for to play post plant with both these ults, right? I mean, if you get the plant down and you get the lockdown in, then you got like half the time just gone, right? So I really like how slow they're playing this, and I like how the re-hit onto C as well. It's worked out for them big time here. Both TUD players thinking that it's A, and the site is going to be free. So how do they want to play this now? They've got 2 big ults. They could play to just completely delay as much as they can, with the lockdown and then play offsite, play to stop the defuse with the Rolling Thunder then after, or they take the fight to them. Okay, so here's the lockdown. They're not going to play offsite though.
I mean, there's not much util that can be in place here for TUD to try to take it back. And they are going to get the detain off here. They are going to hear the door, though. They still have Rolling Thunder here. And just going to commit it as well. Oh, going to catch them both. Asian is stuck midair. Fault line is going to slow them down even more. Unless some crazy heroics come in, this is set in stone. Miru left alone. Alarm bot there, a turret there, everything is for them, but they get both killed anyways. They're gonna survive, but the round, it goes to QUB. A bloodbath in C ends in a flurry. And just, that was just a hectic round through and through. Really good mid play though. Mid-round QUB, they slow it down, they take it. They use both their ults, 2 high-value ults to confirm that round, to get the nail in the coffin. They confirm 6-4 though, trying to draw it back, trying to even tie it at the half. That would be a huge win for them if they can bring it back. But TUD are still in a good situation economically. Murph has an operator. They have 3 ults on hand, so they're the ones that should be in a position to take this.
Very different look. Oh, this from Murph. I like the change though, to not have the aggressive fight anymore, and this time we play for the op. Big mix-up, but when you're whiffing the shots, it's a little unfortunate. Miru really wants that first blood, giving it a couple looks, and the TP is brilliant there. Okay, so escaped, and I get to play for this retake. However, while this is all going on, we're still getting the lurk on, but Murph draws the first blood, and the Rolling Thunder finally getting a use, and they can't pick which target they want to fight. The shorty is going to come in, but Miru is going to take it down before it can even happen. Both players, though, on the other side of the map while the defuse is happening. They can't even do anything. The lurk is just gone way too far. And TUD will take the round.
Yeah, that lurk was way too long to lead to nothing, and it's so costly for them. They even get the TP in, but it just sends them to the wrong side of the map at that point. So really well played from TUD. They give up so much early, but in the end, they're able to get the retake back. Murph missing that first shot, it felt like it would have been so heavy of a cost, but they're able to bring it back, get another one. Just the A presence there was too difficult to handle. And I think I just gotta note, Miru just having such quick hands on this on this Omen, able to just run away, TP out of the position, Shrouded step away out of every single danger, even when it looks like they should be dead to rights.
Yeah, that's the power of your Omen, right? You do that in any map. You can do that here on Lotus, you do that on Ascent as well. Just TPing around up heaven, down heaven. It's the power of an anchor.
What it's like to have hands.
Yeah. I mean, Miru was giving him the hands. 15 and 4. And they're really playing patient here. They're only taking their opportunities when they know they have their team behind them.
Spike planted.
Here's your first piece, Murph. Oh, not even trying to kill that player. They just swing into their bullets.
Yeah, and it's just going to be a bloodbath here. Going to take 3 out with them, TUD. And now it's just Sleepy. All they have in hand is the Sheriff. The defuse is already 3/4 of the way through. Smoke is down. They can't see anything into the half, and they're just going to be spamming with blanks, it feels like. Going to take out McNuggets, but it means nothing at the 8-4 scoreline now.
The A retake is too good for TUD. I don't think they lost it a single time.
Yeah, playing around it really well, just understanding the fact they never fought when they didn't have to, it felt like, on that A position. They went for early aggression, but when they weren't going for A aggression, they let A be just a sitting duck and waited because they knew they had their angle set up. They had such great positioning. Having so much flashes, so much info, and it just worked out so well there. Here though, QUB, they're going to have a little bit more of a standard coming through. You got a fault line, you got to raise. You know what comes here.
Paranoia is well invested. I mean, it's a lot of util. There's a lot of util invested on the wrong side. So they're gonna have to really rely on Jerksy here to get anything here. They got the turret and noted out. couple bullets shot in, but it's too thorough from TUD. They're not letting any chances slip through. And it's going to be the site clean enough. The QUB trying to cross a ruckus straight away. Very patient here. Alright, double flash in. Good power up of the comp. Shooting one flash, turning away from the other. And it's 2v2-1-2 trades, and the skills then goes away of QUB. Sleepy, Rebellion, they've picked them off, but all boom, still alive. And a flash in hand, potential, but it's just a little too slow, the smoke dissipates. And Sleepy is on the other side waiting for them. Pistol round will go to QUB.
Yeah, giving TUD a taste of their own medicine that they were showing on A. You give them the whole site and you take it back with so much force. It was just a 5v5 retake that went so well there. They were set up so passively. Lolboom was ready. He held that aftershock for so long for the spike, but no one was left to help him back it up. So they are going to fall, and that's a huge pistol for QUB to take. Try to close that gap. Hopefully they can get themselves to 6 rounds now, close that deficit up a little bit, but it's really up to here how they're going to be able to break through, as A main will be taken. Ooh. And McNuggets will draw blood.
The trademarked McNuggets Marshall takes another victim.
McMarshall on the menu.
Yeah, they're looking to just play this really slow. Who's going to get contact first? I think they want to try and sell this B here. But Tempo's having none of it. The Tempo is really playing for their life here, though. They've got no backup until... Oh, no. Until Juan comes in. Okay, yeah, there you go. Juan's come in. But the trades are good for TUD. And McNuggets is backed off now, so after creating all that pressure, they just leave it, and the anxiety is left for Sleepy and Rebellion. And now they get to play this long sightline here. They have that Marshall, but they don't have any armor though. And Rebellion is playing with the Outlaw. Wrong position though. Okay, so half HP for Miru.
Oh,
just spotted out just a little bit at the millisecond that the Omen smoke goes away. I think there's a gap. Oh, there was a gap, but he just dropped just in time. The timing.
Yeah, both of them missed that out like ships in the night. And Sleepy is just stuck in this awkward spot.
Terrorist.
They need to clear all their angles. They are going to clear out Miryu, but the time is ticking and they have so little. The fault line is thrown.
No time for this at all.
But yeah,
the turret isn't spotting them there, honestly.
Yeah, the nerf they put in whatever 2-3 patches ago. You know, they lowered it by like what 20 degrees.
Yeah, it went from like 180 to 100 degrees, I think it was.
Yeah, it was a huge cutoff by the actual range of it, so it isn't able to see those that wide of an angle anymore. That is huge from TUD though, able to take a round that looked like it should have been at least QUB fighting a lot more there. They get taken out so quickly by this weaponry, starting off with McNuggets and that Marshall, and Tempo just only able to get one on their push aggressive through A.
Okay, and here's your A fight again. You have to have like at least 2 of these a half, it feels like. And they're all just bunched up here. The breach aftershock is going to be huge here. Oh my god, it's gotten 2!
That is a phenomenal use. Rebellion's trying to set up but can't hit any of the shots. TUD just trying to run away with it. They lose out on the pistol, but they get revenge from there on in. Juxrey is the only player left, a classic in hand. Practically no hope to speak of, as they're just gonna sit and wait, maybe hope someone walks into their crosshair, walks into a classic 3-round burst. But it seems like it is just gonna be all for naught unless Murph somehow gets caught off by this lurking Killjoy.
Okay, so we think about the long game here, right? As long as nobody dies here, which is looking pretty good for that. Never mind. Is that it?
As you say that, you get the bunny hopping paranoid Killjoy getting a kill.
Ow. Right, I think the money is still good enough though. They're even giving me a timeout. How would you look at this? Rant time.
They're giving you time to pull out your calculator to get your maths going.
Yeah, so I mean, TUD winning that winning that eco after losing pistol, massive, right? Should have won out that round there, and the fact that they only lose one player almost gives them enough money for the rest of the game, right? Especially
Granted, granted that they win. That's it.
because if they continue the pace, if you have money and they have money, even if they lose out this round, they can buy up again. And I mean, you give them 2 chances, and their XX have been pretty good. They've taken 2 rounds now already, so odds are they're going to take the other one. So if you're QUB, this round is insanely important. If they lose this one, their economy is gone, right? And then they have to go up against TUD, probably on match point, and they're going to have like 5 chances to take it across the line. So this round here is almost map defining.
Yeah, this is so important. And after the timeout, you see them finish out some of the buys, so they are going to commit to it. They've weighed the cost benefit analysis, and they're going to opt for it, even though it's going to be a huge risk. They're going to stick to what I would say has been working, but it hasn't been completely. They are going to take A control this time, though, and not going to lose a man this time, which is absolutely crucial. Losing to a double kill aftershock to the previous round, it's got to put some fear into you.
Turrets destroyed.
Let's note now. I mean, they want to end on the C. Maybe. Yeah, four players there, but they're all walking back. Maybe knowing that last time they went C, it didn't go all too well for them. So instead, they just want to slow this pace down. Yeah, Tempo. They're getting curious here. Tempo and Sleepy, yeah, they're taking out Asian. And now it's basically forced this C hit to come in. But McNugget's getting onto Rebellion is going to allow it to happen.
Yeah, using the Outlaw really well. Rebellion only had the half armor, so it is going to be their downfall here. They're going to go for normal plant. Ooh, that crosshair was just out of the reach. Mirror in the air, lands and hits the shot. Sleepy just caught off the job, and it is just going to be one left. Juan is going to just have to go for the save here, and there's still so much time left, so if they go for a chase, they could get something here, but that is insane. Mirror, 21 kills so far this game. Just having an absolute banger of game. McNuggets only using the scoped weapons in the second half, not going for anything else. You don't need anything else.
You don't, but I can't believe that they got away with that. Like, they weren't even ready for 2 people to be on the flank, but Miru still just mops them both up like kiss from above. Really. They're hopping around behind Mound, and they've gotten Sleepy down. Like, I don't know how they're getting away with that.
Yeah, playing in the sand, you know, just building sandcastles, and then gets interrupted and just kills them both. It's simple. It
is just that simple, really.
Valorant is a simple game in the end. All you have to do is kill all the opponents. And Mirror is really showing that right now. Just an amazing display, I think, overall. This time around, it is going to be the exact same thing as well from QUB. One note is all they are seeming to throw at them. And I think they're tired of hearing it.
Right, so look at the buy now for QUB. They've got 2 Guardians, 2 Bulldogs, and a Vandal.
And the Vandal is saved from last round. That's the only thing they were able to bring forward. Everything else is just trying to scrounge together their pocket change.
Doors up.
They use the door and then just run back through, you know, just it feels like they're playing with their food to some extent, like just going for all this running around. They look so comfortable running around as well. Tempo gonna get one there. It did not look like it could have gone off, but that burst gets through just in time before Asian gets the kill back. So nice way to get it. That ultimate is not going to be available though. That showstopper could have been huge here.
Oh, hey, they're doing the Carmine core. Oh my god, my tongue. They're doing the Carmine core. They're putting Nightfall in. They're doing the Omen TP. New combination, newfound tech, right? They're implementing here. I
The
love to
nightfall
see
from
that,
the
but nobody's
shadows.
home this time.
Sleepy going for a flash. Going to catch McNuggets. A little bit of a dink, but they need to finish off at least some of those kills, and they are not going to be able to do that. They have segregated themselves. Are very far off that spike, though. As Rebellion going to go for something here, and everyone missing their shots for QUB. Juan only able to get one there. So TUD onto match point. They've bled QUB dry in terms of economy. There is nothing there for the Storm. And they're really just scrounging for whatever they can get. And even if they're able to get one round, there's still another 6 they're going to have to face up against. So TUD confident, happy to keep fighting here.
I was looking for a similar look for what they've done so far. I mean, McNuggets walk up B, rest of the people go C, you put some pressure in here, maybe open the door, fake that B pivot, and you just go A again. Oh, they're switching up the pace though. Okay, yeah, Rolling Thunder come in. Rebellion, I don't know if they're effective, or they're gonna get taken down anyway.
Yeah, they're going to check it out. And Juxree, they're trying to break away from the concussion, but Miryu going to get that kill, going to get the spike down. And 3 versus 5, every single part of this map is now going to hinge off of this, and the Killjoy is going to lock it down just for the cherry on top. They have to go for this. There's no reason not to, but every second and every death is just going to cost them more, and that haunt is going to show your position. Sleepy, it's up to you. It's a 1 versus 5, but Lolboom gets that kill off, finishes it off. 13-5. TUD, you know, a couple of rounds QUB had. They were looking strong, but overall, it's the Apes that are just going to demolish you.
Yeah, it's brilliant map there from TUD. Good understanding of Lotus as well. They're doing a lot of fakes there. When they're pushing up C, they'd open the door, fake that pivot onto B, and then they'd have Asian still sitting A, getting all that info, catching any flanks, right? So there's decent understanding of the map there. And what I was really taking notes of as well is McNuggets. I don't think we've seen him at all since the Outlaw was brought in, I don't think.
No, I think the last we saw them would have been series final forward. So yeah, we've just seen them. Yeah, no, I think they really like, you know, the gun that has a chance to one-shot people with half armor and below. So it's just a better Marshall. It's a better Marshall. Less because some people, they like the Marshall for the spam. No, McNuggets just likes precision, and the Outlaw is the perfect gun for that. So
they are. See if maybe they can bring any more of that energy into map 2 split coming up.
Yeah, we will cut it to a quick break. So see you in a couple of minutes.
counting all the ways I died. Everything I couldn't save, buried down, still half alive. It's got me crawling in my skin, but no one's coming out to hold me close. Pouring out the gasoline, yeah, I've been making friends with all these girls, and I got nothing left to lose. Fight to the future.
Hello everyone and welcome back. We have just finished map 1 of Lotus, 13-5 to TUD, but that's said and done, so we will be on to Split here. This is QUB's map pick, so an opportunity to bounce back, maybe get themselves a 1-1. As we mentioned at the start of this, this game might not have much effect on the standings themselves, but it's still going to be a big grudge match between these two. It's important for both of them, you know. If QUB can break the armor of TUD, it's going to have a lot of repercussions into how they're feeling going into the first stage of our playoffs.
Yeah, a good indicator of form, right? If you get this, if you take a map, if you become one of the three, you know, take a map off the Titans that are favors probably to win it all this semester, right? You're gonna have a fire ignited in you then when you're going into playoffs to maybe even make it to the end, right? I meet him again, right? So I mean, no reason for QUB to not give it all here.
Yeah, no, it's as much a mental game as it is a mechanical game, you know. If you're confident, if you're playing to like you're a winner, you're more likely to win there, and that's how it felt sometimes for TUD on Lotus near the tail end of that game when they were on the attacking side. They were playing like they owned the map, even if they didn't have full control. They were running through, you know, like the B main entrance fluidly rather than playing scared, and that is what you have to do. You have to be confident in everything you do. You have to be confident in your swings, in your calls, and that's exactly what they did. And it was able to get them over the line. Obviously, they are mechanical gods as well. You won't hear me saying they're not. So the mental game is important, but if you can't shoot, you can't shoot.
Don't say that to me.
Dude, I'll just get me. I'll talk. Just
you can hit the,
yell at you. I'll be the devil and the angel
exactly,
on your shoulder. Don't worry.
With both shoulders, you hit the shot. You with these. Right. So looking at the my god, it's a pretty traditional comp here.
Yeah, no, both these teams really not trying to stray off of the path right now. Just the swap of Lulboom is going to be the breach, and Rebellion is going to be the sky. That's the only differences between these comps. So, you know, it is just about execution, and it's going to be exactly how they can do this defense. So, this Cypher, you're going to have to see if the setups can be the be-all, end-all here.
Yes, this should do.
Right, the Cypher setup B, of course. Traditional stuff. And now you gotta look. What are you gonna? Okay, so what are you gonna do between the Sky and the Breach? Right, one half is playing for a bit more info. One half is playing a bit more to fight for info. And I mean, the fight is what they're taking to him right here. Paranoia invested, nade, and the stun. Murph's getting full blinded up, but they've taken this part of the map, and they've actually burned both the Sky Flashes, I think. Yeah, they have. So, I mean, what are you going to do with your execs now? All you've got is that Paranoia for any kind of flash util. And you got no regenerate on that anymore, and McNuggets is still hungry to get some kind of impact and taking down Sleepy. Oh, no, Rebellion though on the way back.
Running back as well, Tempo gets dinked as well. Not only getting the first kill, bringing him down so low, is going to get healed back up though by this guy. So it's not going to mean it in the end. But I think I'm still a bit flabbergasted by just running backwards shot. Jugstreet, that cam is doing work for them right now. Asian going to get shot straight up. Tempo is ready right now. Murph though gets one. The second, though, cannot be converted there. Tempo going to get him out. 3 versus 2 now. Spike is going to be planted. Still, though, there is going to be, at the very least, I think a little bit of util on Lolboom. You know, you have a little bit to work with, some flashes. Fault line maybe. And Miru is going to have some smokes to be able to at least cut off sightlines and break some of these kills up into maybe some 1v1s. Taken out, though, Rebellion. It might not be a double in the round, but it's a double to end it. So, you know, it's close enough. Close enough to how they started the last game. So really nice there. They turned it around. It looked like the defense had a good push that would be hugely impactful. McNuggets is only able to get 1, though. And then the rest of them are split up on the sites. So B is ready for the taking.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little concerned there. I mean, with Lolboom, all of the util, all the util there. Aftershock and backside, maybe. They had the stun there as well. So great stuff from Rebellion to stay stalwart and hold down that smoke. 2 big ones to close out. Miru, little excite to explore, but he's gonna get nothing for it. No backup either. Just a little flex with the Sheriff trying to get something going. And it's not gonna happen. And Lolboom, a little desperate to protect his teammates. And the teammate is gonna get away with because of that dash. God bless Jess.
Yeah, Jux right here just poking a bit, trying to gauge what's going on in B, but it's nothing. There's no setup, no siphon, nothing. But every bit of noise is just gonna draw them a little bit closer here. It is gonna be a brawl in heaven, and it's up to who can hit the shots. Murph will not be able to convert it, not able to get anything, and that plant is going to go down for free. Retake is gonna be attempted, but Marshall Sheriff Classic. Not the optimal weapons, especially against 5 with full weaponry.
I love how they still use the Marshal even when they're on an agent like Raze. Like, what do they have the blast pack here? What, even if they get 1 kill, you blast pack, and then what? You're just gonna hit the headshot when you landing back down, Marshal? I mean, that's the plan, right?
Trying to bring back some, like, classic FaZe Clan trick shotting. But not able to get anything there. Gets a tag off onto Tempo. Murph gets 1 onto Sleepy here, but this round is all said and done, it seems.
They must still think they're playing CS, right? Like, they're still in that mindset.
That's what I'm thinking. At heart, they never left.
Yeah. They're trying to full jump and be accurate, right?
Yeah, no, dude. It's the scout in Counter-Strike. You reach the apex of the jump, your accuracy turns. Just for that, like, millisecond. Sadly, not here, though. You blast pack and you're in air with that, you were dead to rights. So, not gonna work here. Sadly enough. Though, if you know, if you go for like a 360 no scope, maybe you can join FaZe Clan, like classic. Go back to like some Modern Warfare 2 days.
Oh yes, hit him with the 30 seconds to Mars.
Dude, go get a rope stall. I think it would want to be in here. There's no ladder, just rope stall.
Got it here. Okay, so anyway, what is it? QUB.
Off our tangent.
Yeah. QUB on the site. I mean, they've taken it with the blast pack, so I mean, forceful. Just we were talking about it, flying through the air. It is how you entry here as well, and Tempo is showing us that. Murph caught Sleepy, unaware. But they just love setting up these really late plays from Juxry every single time. They're never quite at the party when it happens. They always show up late, but do they bring the goods? With the Sheriff to hand and the rest of the team getting swarmed, it's hardly going to be enough.
Yeah, the rest of the team's going to fall. And just being stuck out of the site here, the retake will be easy, and they're not going to be able to get a second. So TUD gonna make that clean there. Once again, just give up a site, retake, repeat. So it's gonna be up to the QUB squad to not let that be the same story told again, because that is the crux that really hurt them hard once they moved on to the second half.
This might be why they favor the breach here. Alright, the breach. I'd say you definitely favor a breach in a 5v5 retake like this over the sky. You can isolate some of those positions. You can aftershock backside B. You can stun elbow on A. There's plenty more that this agent can do over sky if your preferred playstyle is those retakes. But for now, they just want to hold down mid. Murph. We'll get that kill and we'll go unanswered as well. Sleepy could have the answer back. It wants to go back in for us. Murph, they're hungry. It's a little wave. And then we'll walk back onto this A piece. 2 players walked up ramp. And Murph is still watching us. And they keep on getting kills for free. There's no trades here.
Yeah, just so slippery and making it so difficult. The Boombot as well gonna go a little bit wide and not gonna be able to clear out any of Heaven really. The corner's gonna be checked, but that's it. Asian just gonna be playing off of this cam while the rest of the team play off the rifles. And they're just locked out of the site, QUB once again. The rotates have come in.
30 seconds left.
Smoke is brutal here on ramp. Just isolating the trying to come out main. They've got so many guns pointed their way. And now you're just left to slaughter. QUD look primed to even this one up. Despite all of the kills. Yeah, it's like 1 kill going the way. It's not enough. And time solo as well. Nuggets will clean it up.
Yeah,
2-2 now. And TUD with a chance to spiral, especially since the money is not great for QUB now.
Yeah, just trapped out of the A area completely. They keep control. They get control of main and ramp, but that's all they're given. Heaven, the site, everything is just blocked off constantly. Whether it's by whether it's by a player watching over it, or those smokes and concusses and flashes. They have so much to work with.
Oh, they want to go fast here. Have the blast pack set up. Flash is in as well. The stun is actually gonna delay them a decent amount. And you have the nade to delay the hit. Okay, Sleepy isolated now. Okay, they got the second layer to come out with the flash, and with Nuggets aware and ready for it. Ball boom now. They're just trying to flood retake where they can even get a chance to plant the spike, and it's brilliant.
Murph fighting for their absolute life there. Oh, or Juxury, and they get taken out by Murph. So that is going to be a clean 3-2. Easy enough to take it over the line. They get it to even, but they're against the pistols, against the lesser weaponry. It is just skeet shooting, basically.
I mean, you go for QUB, so sure. You can go for those brash plays, see if you can try and get a cheeky round, but not to be this time. But it's important. It's really, really important now, and they've got really good ults for us. They've got Showstopper, they've got the Seekers. Really good ults to try and win you out around. So the Seekers to be brought out, but Murph is still going to draw first blood. Onto Sleepy, and Tempo wants to try and even the odds. Takes out Asian, but not before Asian takes out him. Keeping the numbers advantage to TUD.
Yeah, trades out himself, but not the initial kill. The plant should be able to come in here. Juxury is trying to set up to a good spot, but I don't think Heaven isn't much of a flank anymore. It's just a spot as they're ready for this, kind of playing around it. Juan, though, gonna clean it up, gonna even it up. A kill here and a neural theft could be everything, but it's not even needed. Miryu gonna get that kill back, and it's just Rebellion, 25 HP. McNuggets is already broken through, though. Faking.
Ooh.
And Rebellion, they are going
to swing on the second.
Absolute confidence from them here. They're playing it perfectly, and that's such a clean jiggle. Just checking it. McNuggets is not ready for that. Not many people can say that they outbrained McNuggets in a 1v1, but that is Rebellion just holding their nerve. Bit of goosebumps there. That is absolutely amazing to just have that pure confidence in your own ability to be like, he's faking it.
Yeah.
He fakes it twice. Who in their right mind is like, he fakes it twice?
Yeah. But like the first one, ballsy, sure. The second one, how? That's unbelievable.
The first one is insane. Like, Still though, only even it up. The weaponry is still going to be there
Spotted.
for TUD. McNuggets gonna stay alive for now. That smoke from Sleepy needs to keep them alive, and it does just for a moment there. McNuggets running past bullets, staying alive with 10 HP. Man advantage still held, even if McNuggets is just hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, trying to make up for that last round. I mean, like, fighting for their absolute life, right? They have to deal with the jet dash on them. They turn the sky flash, and they still manage to get the kill. And Murph gets to hold it down on mid as they try to make this rotate. And so does Miru, who got his back.
Yeah, it feels like anytime QUB make a good play, TUD just take that as like an attack on their character and completely bounce back here. So 2 versus 5, McNuggets prime position, 10 HP, only able to get the 1 to start it off, but that still leaves him in a 1 versus 4. Not gonna finish off the spike plant. Miru is gonna be noted. Murph is gonna be noted, but tagged down to 20. Gonna have to get a kill here, and they're not able to take out Miru. 4-3 now. TUD keeping a lead, not giving it back. But they're keeping it. They're keeping them straight. They're keeping them a little bit on the narrow.
I mean, it is a big one there for TUD to take QUB now. Their economy, a little shaky. I mean, 2 people are at 4K, so, and they don't have Blade Storm though. So
yeah,
they're gonna have to have a couple,
maybe a couple sheriffs, I think.
Yeah.
I think or if they're going for it, it's only a couple rifles, or they might just go for a few sheriff drops and maybe give away this round, give the 5th to TUD, because I know they're hungry to fight. They have been trying their best to get something done here, but it's been so difficult. Still, they're keeping it so competitive at the same time. So this is an important timeout. I really like being able to call this when it's so tense, when it is this kind of pivotal moment. This really defines how it's going to go. If they eco this round, next round is going to be everything, or they can just cash in all their chips and go for this round and try to set this half in motion.
Murph only brought out the all last round as well, right? And they just ran into it. They wanted to try that B and they just got snuffed out completely. So I feel like there's plenty more layers behind this TUD defense they haven't even uncovered yet.
Yeah, it started off a bit of mid last round, and now it is going to be an A. McNuggets just keeping it simple, going for it. The judge doesn't get the second kill, just gets 1 shot off on the tempo. That nerf to the mag size coming in costly, and the trades are going to favor the attacking side. Still, only sheriffs in hand. They don't get a position where they can pick up any of the rifles. Asian gonna peek forward. They're confident enough to be able to take that neural theft, and now they know the jig is up. A is going to be where it ends, and they have to sprint for their absolute lives here, as Juan going to use that shadow step to push forth.
Oh no! It's so aggressive. It's so ballsy. From Asian just drop down, and now you're going to be stunned up with the blades. You're hardly getting on with that, and they'll take a round. Okay, QUB. They've really got a chance now to make this round this half favorable for them.
They didn't even need to spend it all either. That was the half buy. That was them taking it slow. That mid fight just doesn't work out for the TUD side. McNuggets only able to get 1 with a judge. The Bucky picking up a couple, and it really makes it difficult. Now TUD, they have to buy back up fully, and this time the op is not available. Sleepy going to rip it out of Murph's hands and try it for themselves here. And it's going to be a very mid-centric round as 3 players are playing in the sewers and trying to get a little bit going.
Cover going out.
Have to scale up with this now. Sleepy knows they can't do much with the op when the smoke's put in their face. So we look towards B instead. Well, little do they know, the 1 way is up. 3's going to try and get as much info as they can. Lolboom is spotted. And then it really has to poke for this default.
Yeah, Lolboom's alone on B, and hasn't been of note yet, but Lolboom hasn't been able to get a kill so far. Most of it has been that the round has been over too quickly for them to be able to get in for the kills. But maybe a challenge is what is going to be difficult for them. Mid though, they're all going back here. We're gonna get a Trailblazer in. It's gonna get shot out, and Murph is just waiting. Miryu's just waiting. Paranoia gonna throw in, and even before it procs, it's gonna get a kill. Showstopper misses, and Rebellion gets that kill. Low HP, not hit at all. Seekers are going to come in, Neural Teft's going to come in, and they're just going to book it together as a squad, take this A position, take as much control as possible, and it's going to be up to Asian to try to stop them. 2-3! They get so much going before Juan's able to bounce back, and that is going to catch them. The Rolling Thunder rolls it back and gets them their 5th there. TUD, they might have lost to Pistols, but they're not giving another inch to QUB.
It's like watching a car crash. Like Rebellion, they run up into Asian, realize that he's playing here after he puts up the cage, and then spots the trip. But then his teammate runs into it and sets Asian up for the 3K. It's so sad. I mean, Asian, he was due, right? Asian's potent on this cipher, and is able to have those rounds where if you go towards his side, he will just take you all down. And there it is, to bring the tide back into TU's favor, give them the lead again. But they have to maintain it.
Yeah, and that's going to be difficult here. The kill's taken out, and the spike is in sewers. That control goes to Murph. Murph is just sitting on their bomb. And it doesn't even matter. Lolboom wasn't able to get on the board until last round, and this time they get a double so far. Just Juxrey here. They have a classic, and that is all they're going to have for the rest of this. Maybe someone runs in. Maybe you can take someone out, but nonetheless, it should be a TUD round through and through. Dinks come in. A kill taken. Murph not ready for this, and he's just gonna pass him out here. He catches on a second. That's insane. I don't even know what I'm witnessing here.
Okay, that finally takes him out. Yeah, every time somebody's left, oh yeah, they only have a classic, guys. Don't worry. They'll clean They'll clean this up, right? Not even a single player gets taken down, and then bang, 2 players just drop somehow.
Somehow, I do respect how ratty they played it. Like, that is, they really just played around it. They ran all the way through their own trap. They go into B link, and it's just like, what are you doing? How did you get there?
That goes there.
Right. Okay. So QUB now.
6-4.
Mm-hmm.
Asian solo on Ace.
They've almost given up the 8-4. So if they want competition, try to even out this first half. This is the round that they'll have to do it. Dog. As well, get taken out. Okay, there you go. That's how you try to first piece of the dissection of Asian setup.
Yeah, they're taking out a little bit.
Crunch here. Yeah, dash in. And now we're in big trouble.
Oh,
brilliant crunch.
That is really well played. Good team play, able to get that position. Lolboom forced out here. Gonna just go for the pop flash, go for the shots here. Asian backside hero knows how to play this spot and plays it well. Staying alive while Lolboom cleans up these Heaven players. 2-3 in the pocket. Just T1 left, and they're going to get one to start off. TPs into the concuss anyways. Just nowhere to go with it. 40 seconds on the clock, though. The spike is in a terrible spot, though.
They do another TP to TP up Heaven if they're feeling brash, and they also have their ult.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, from the shadows, pick up that spike, get it down. And now you've really set yourself up here. Gonna fake out a TP. The steps, though.
Just do that for info. Said they just want to try and confuse them in some way. McNuggets now joined up with his team. Swing! And it's good enough.
The jump.
Lolboom. Good trade there. 4 kills on the round as well to take out the entire Heaven piece. Yeah. What do you want to say, Kerr? What?
I talked about how he had 0 kills a while ago, and now he's on to 8 in 3 rounds. So you know, just mention his name and they will come. It seems. It's such a difficult round there. It comes down to such minute things. They play a high quality round, QUB. They play the crunch take out Murph, do it really well though. The team plays clean, and then you just get demolished in heaven. All it takes is a lol boom and a vandal to completely decimate your plans, even when they start off so well.
Crunch is brilliant. Oh, the judge play again. Second verse, same as the first, but the second verse is even better. 2 kills for McNuggets instead. They're looking to do this half nice and fast.
Yeah, it takes out the showstopper mid-air. Just a one-shot kill with that judge. Three versus, yeah, just pure silence on both sides. Lol boom gets peeked out. Sleepy.
Murph, timing.
Trying to stay alive, and they're just caught off guard here. Miryu and Murph, they're able to split them up when they try to fall out of heaven. They get taken so quickly there. So an 8-4 half, we're seeing double. And this is exactly how it happened before. So they're going to try to make it happen the exact same way again.
And now they're on the attack side, so like to play to retake, like to play the Floods, really. Like with the 2 rounds ago, lol boom running into heaven with all their util, all their kit on breach to try and take back the space. But now you have to take the space. So what does this comp do when the sides are flipped? Starts all over on the B side here, and there's no Cypher setup on B. Actually putting it towards A instead. A little unusual, but nothing wrong with this. Instead, it's just going to be one to be tested on this B site. Now, do they want to play to try and get a kill, or do they want to play to try and get some kills? They want to play for the kills. 2, in fact. Murph and Lolbum get taken down, but Miru's got the trade. And all that was happening, Asian got 2 over in mid, and they've left it into the 2v2.
Tempo here as well. Ready for shots, gets a dink. Damage to be dealt here. The paint shells gonna finish him off. McNuggets flanks in though. It's planted open. It's planted in a position where heaven is not a bad spot to be. Raze is going to face Raze.
Anyway. Tempo. I mean, they had a good shot on Miru, but they are not anticipating McNuggets from CT.
Yeah, just so much proactivity there. In a 2 versus 2 flanking into heaven, and then in the 1v1, instead of holding, waiting for them to come out, you just walk all the way back the way you came, and completely throw them off there. Staying cool in those situations. Getting them in 9th now. Opportunity for a 10th. So this could be everything here, and it is going to be the exact same story. Heavy towards this B. And once again, very little is going to be opposed them. T1 has a classic again, but when you're up against the armor now, it might not deal much. And as I say that, I never mention the classics.
Alright, Asian, we'll clean up the possible flank though. They are low HP. They're just surely, like, look, surely not with the classic, right? I feel like we said it so many times.
If we just don't mention the gun he has,
but this time
it can't do anything.
Exits. This time it's for the round, right? Now it can't happen. And they can swap to the sheriff. Okay, now they've lost the round.
They've lost the round. They moved over to the worst weapon.
Even got the Spectre. They're playing the playground. Oh, it's isolation of Miru. Oh, but they'll spray is good anyway for Asian.
Yeah, just spams on through the angle, able to take out that kill. An absolute fight though. They're able to take themselves a few kills here, but the bloodshed doesn't matter when it's slowly closing in. TUD with 10 double digits met. 10-4 now. QUB it's able to pull up a bye, so against this bonus they are going to have a nice bit to go with.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Yeah, I mean the judge for McNuggets.
It's definitely a choice.
Good value with I mean last half, but can you get equal value this half? Double satchel into A. Free sight though. They're gonna have to try and deal with this retake. And what do they want for this retake? So maybe now you get to see the value in Sky. Right, so I was saying that Breach was good for retake. Better than Sky, but Sky can definitely do some stuff of her own. She has 2 flashes, she has that dog, and then with Paranoia as well, Elbow should be a decent try and take here, but they have to deal with Heaven first.
Yeah, McNuggets on this Judge needs to just hit a few shots, 15 HP, and they get 2! They get up to a triple now. Paint Shells revives, and no, they can't clear it out. So much more is gotten than you'd ever expect for a man with 15 HP, but he still does it. I think McNuggets on the board, anything can happen there, but still not everything can come to fruition. Tempo is able to clean it out. They have to stretch themselves thin here, QUB now. But a round is a round at the end of the day, even if it costs you most of your money.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they have Tempo's ult online now. And they could, I don't think they are, yeah, no, if they want to send it, they'd send the Paranoia with them, or at least the Sky Flash. So I think they want to save this to maybe try and do B retake. And just have them take the space over here towards A. A bit of jump spot, but the attention is all going to be on Sleepy. Guardian in their hand. And the take is just in for McNuggets. Back on the Judge. They'll get put down. Don't be playing too much. Sleepy, finally. They'll take out the Judge before we can get anything done. I think the only time now McNuggets has had a Judge and they haven't gotten a kill. But it's not like the Judge won't get a kill anyway. Jerksy, one of their own.
Every round McNuggets buys the Judge, it gets a kill. Not necessarily by him. Still though, the site is free. Even if they are a man disadvantage. 3 versus 5, they are going to get the plant. They have a From the Shadows on the Omen, but that feels like that can only be a latent thought as Juxtry's going to take the first onto Murph. Showstopper is going to destroy Lolboom, and Miryu gets a double out of nowhere, but still QUB staying alive. 2 rounds in a row, which is absolutely crucial for them. And that breaks the bank. They're finally going to be, at the very least, not up against weaponry. I'm not going to say it's going to be an easier round. I don't know. An easier round is a difficult thing to comprehend against TUD.
I mean, in last map, they had a buy like this before. A couple Stingrays, a couple Sheriffs, and they won it out. So don't go down at all.
No, that's what. That's the exact thing. It's like you have to be scared of them no matter what. And sometimes, you know, when you back them into an economic corner, that might be where you're more scared of them to some extent, because you know that there's nothing holding them back. It's all just about the headshots with those Sheriffs. And this time around, we have to see exactly what it's going to do. It's going to be 4 players versus 1 here, as Juxtry is going to be tested on this Cypher setup.
Really wondering what they're cooking there with that trip towards main that I think they saw get put down. They just wanted to try and get the early info, but instead of just get broken, and now they're just left wondering.
Yeah, just instantly able to take it out, and now the Heaven player is going to have to be a lot more proactive. They can't really help out mid as much, and it's going to make the rotate that bit longer here. Especially now that B is going to be the target. Splitting up the team is so important.
Nuggets, who does he spot first? It's Juan. Nobody's turning. 1, 3, 4.
And it's just the lurk left. Yeah, Asian's a bit too far away to get that, but that is so clean. The trigger discipline from Juan there is absolutely phenomenal there. McNuggets, even though they jiggled it, even though you know that they've latently checked it, they're so aware of the fact they haven't fully checked it, otherwise they wouldn't just completely satchel their way out. So having the pure nerves of steel to sit back and take the double, get the triple onto Lolboom, and then clean up the last was really well done. Now is going to be the test, though. This is where Iron is going to burn. 10-7, but you're up against full weaponry here. McNuggets going back to what has worked most of the time. just going back to what it is, and this time it's gonna fall once again without a kill. But so maybe a judge won't get a kill this round. Trailblazer gonna be around to clear. Murph going to get taken out, and they're gonna get the spike down, and they're 2 on the site, but that looks like it's gonna be it here. QUB making TUD work so hard and taking the round off of their backs.
I have some pretty interesting retake trips. I mean, usually you'd see the Cypher anchoring site with them, but instead the trip on elbow actually gets Miru there, catches them off guard completely, and spurs on the rest of the take. So QUB, they're getting closer now. 8 to 10, looking much better on their map pick.
Yeah, definitely. The second half of this defense, they are looking so much more comfortable coming into this, and it's going so well. Sleepy as well, coming online with the operator, getting 2 in that round. So getting a nice bit on it. Maybe that's all they needed, that economic pullback here. They are going to catch a glimpse of Murph before getting hit by the fault line. And a shot in the dark is going to miss. But get the leg. It's not going to get a kill, but that is still huge.
Smoke's going to go down now. And Sleepy's sticking around. He'll even get McNuggets. Second. Kalash with the shorty. Hello?
The short. Where's that damage coming from? Wait, how is it able to do that? When are you going to do that?
Pick up the pieces scattered all over the floor in vents. Oh, and the
channeling of the fellow Irishman Jack Igo there with the shotguns.
The cinematic double dive then to finish off the round. I can't believe they got a collab. I mean, sure, like one of the guys is on 5 HP, but you full on one pump, 150 a guy, and then you got 5 left for the other. Really?
That dude, the $300 was worth it. That is really good here, and 1 round differential here. This was 10-4. It's been 5 in a row. QUB are on fire, and TUD have not been able to put them out here. The defense is just getting a good position, getting well set up here. But mid this time is going to be the goal. TUD trying to give themselves a bit of control. McNuggets getting control of the mailroom, trying to get some control of heaven. And Seekers could just confirm exactly what they're already inkling at.
Seeker's pretty good here. You're out of dearth of information for such a long time. You're out of all of your sky utils, so you have to pop it. But all it's done is tell them that they're male, for info that you pretty much had already. So you're still left wondering if you're QUB.
Yeah, and this rolling thunder is gonna completely flip everything now. Sleepy Juan. If they stay deep enough, it maybe not, but that would be a glaring gap for Lolboom as well if they don't get it.
They're thinking of this gap, right? They should know. Oh,
they seem aware of it, and it is going to be taken out.
Come on, caught by the trip.
Exactly
oh, there go the TP, but the neural theft is going to give him away completely. No chance for this flank at all. But paranoia is good. Oh, just barely doesn't catch Lolboom though.
A little bit of panic. Everything's falling apart now for the defense. Losing players, hemorrhaging everything. Juxry and Temper are the only ones left, and they are locked out of the site. There's so much money on the table as well that a save feels completely unnecessary, but at the same time, the round feels impossible. Just try to deal some damage at the very least, and maybe a round is on the cards if they can hit it. Lolboom, heavy flash doesn't stop the kill from getting traded, and Asian clears it out. So surviving with 2 there, able to get themselves to 11 and stop the streak, stop the storm.
Didn't even want to hit the timeout. Yeah, crucial. Right, it's pretty devastating for TUD, right? You have your opponents win 5 rounds in a row. You finally get that one, swing the momentum back, and timeout. Right, no momentum trying to be garnered for TUD.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I just want to, you know, give a little bit of props towards QUB. One thing I find that every team underutilizes is their timeouts. QUB, this is their third one in this best of 2 series. You know, they've used almost all of them available at really good times. They might not have gotten the victory on Lotus, and they might have fallen behind in the first half, but they're still using them and trying to play around the tools that it's given them, because now it gives them time to switch up what they're doing. They have the money, they know they have that. And now that their streak is broken, they can have a little bit of a calm head. Because when you're on that streak, you might be hot-headed, but at least you're feeling it. You know, you're playing off of the fact you're winning those rounds. Whereas now, you gotta you're back down to earth. You gotta realize you're still in this game. You're still losing, even if you've won 5 in a row before this.
Yeah, and they really get to discuss if they're gonna mix up anything, or they're gotta go back to think, okay, what worked before? What really caught them off guard? And I mean, one thing that really did catch them off guard is Sleepy sticking around in vents for as long as they did, despite all of the util thrown their way. But this time, nobody's home. Everybody's set up towards A this time for TUD. I mean, the Nuggets has had the entries in so far, and they actually want to venture into heaven here a bit. The trips are going to be triggered, but you're going to get nothing for them. They're playing too far off. Just waiting for the rest of the team. I think the dog might have noticed McNuggets there. Might have an idea they're playing so low. Tempo is going on this flank. It's gonna get noted though by the trip. Asian should turn head. Yeah, Rebellion's got that kill onto Murph though. But Asian is looking likely to even that up, but McNuggets will do it himself. But the trade's just still going. Tempo's actually gotten the better of Asian on that, and the TP is going nowhere for Miru. The timeout
they
is
just
on QUB wonders.
Yeah, they play a heavy retake. They go for the 5v5, and they just play it so slow and methodical. They don't overplay their hand. They wait to be able to wrap around, coil like a snake, and then just squeeze slowly. They get one in A main. They start to push through heaven and screens. They just, at every second, they're opening up a new avenue there, and it just completely takes them out. They lose out on a couple of kills, but that doesn't matter. You're playing so well together that the trades come in so fast, and they're up to their own double digits here. And TUD, they might have a little bit of money. They might have 2 Vandals in play, but the rest is going to be scraps.
Maybe not if you're mini YZ. Nuggets with the judge once again. Nothing this time though. Rebellion shuts them down. Gonna be challenged once again though, and Murph will take them down. Okay, bringing the numbers back to even. With Asian playing super close here. He's not gonna get anything though. And Sleepy's gotten that kill on Miru as well. It's looking all QUB right now. 4v2.
And Sleepy ready for Lolboom's peek out. Really so patient with this op. Has not over peaked at all. They know Murph's near Mail or Heaven, so they peek it out as a team and just take it out. Evening it up 11-11. Absolutely insane change-up they've been able to pull going into the second half of their map pick. The split defense is ironclad. The moment Sleepy touched that operator, everything has been in their hands.
Maybe Heltic is onto something, right?
Dude, the 1-1 prediction is in play at the very least. I'm not going to curse you. Don't worry. It's possible.
Yeah, TUD, they're on scraps now. They've actually forced up into this as well.
Yes, Sleepy once again forced out early. Showstopper is in, but still a little bit of time left. Another satchel, another chance. Rocket Fuse comes down to a T.
Asian, big fight. They get the best of tempo and one. Or Asian, the light left. Only one with the big gun, and they've gotten the 2 massive ones there.
I know exactly.
If they go down, then this round is probably all QUB, but Asian, so big there, and the Nuggets and Murph can spur on the advantage.
Oh, Juxery, look.
My ultimate is ready.
Looking quick on the trigger there, just ready for someone jiggling around the corner. Still though, 2 versus 4, operator in hand. They're going to have to make some glaring mistakes. TUD overpeak so much here to cause a commotion, and Sleepy missing that first shot is going to really seal it for the most part, as Juxtry's not able to clear anything themselves either. The spike has ticked down, and TUD are going to be the first on to 12 at least, and Sleepy gets taken out as well. I don't think that's going to matter in the long run, because their economy, they're ready for next round. They're ready for this final round and a half, and this is make or break for this game. QUB need to get what they've been doing right again.
Yes, this should be.
Wait, they're bringing out the McNuggets off. Completely different look. So they want to try and they want to try and finish this out now with a crazy mix-up. McNuggets on the off. They just want to try and diff Sleepy, it looks like. Straight out the gates, right? The round decider, maybe right here.
The fault line comes in to start off, and they don't expect the op back. Sleepy just pulls back in as if they're not going to be opposed, but this time they will be.
Good
Tempo
flash, but
gets set up and falls flat. 3 versus 5 here. TUD wanting to dominate their group and not let their streak be broken. You know, they haven't lost a series for so long. They've only lost a couple of maps, and they want to keep that number down. They want to make sure it stays to 2. As it's going to be moving towards A here. A couple of players are going to be left, but they are going to fall. Rebellion is brought back to earth, and Asian is going to be clapped back. So trying to keep them honest, but honest is not enough, as Juan is going to be left, and they are the only one that's left. Lolboom recovers the op, swaps it over for McNuggets, and they are going to take it 13-11. QUB, though, they put them up against it. They played them to the wire.
it was a hell of a fight. I mean, the Sleepy collateral, Shorty 2K, Tempo rushing out with the showstoppers, Juxtry getting the lurks, getting the really weird tripwires that still won them a couple rounds, and Rebellion shutting down McNuggets, the mini YZ, right?
I don't even know that was
in that game.
That was just chaos right there. It's just insane to me that McNuggets can just decide to do half these things and still be top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, Judge for like most of the map, up on the last round as well, and they got the opener. So
like they're playing their own game there, yeah. and they're still winning. Like it's McNuggets world, and we're just living in it. I think is what that's just proving here. So really well played, though.
It was a big.
You gotta say, you have to say TUD. You have to give TUD the credits. I think, you know, just first off, you gotta be like, TUD, they are absolute monster to face. But QUB, man.
They put up a really good fight. I mean, Sleepy, I think on the first half they were like 5 kills, like 5 and 7, I think, or something like that. And then second half comes in, and then they're top of the leaderboard. Like, they're bottom of their team, and now they're the top. So the QUB team, I would be scared of them for sure if you're looking at playoffs.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, if they're able to keep some of this form, if they're able to bring this in, if Sleepy's able to pick up an op, you know, they were just monstrous on it, and you have to give props where they're due. But that does mean they're going to end that group with TUD with 18 points, I believe, and QUB sticking on that 15. So no matter what, these were the 2 teams that were going to make it out, and this was just the brownie points, the bragging rights, whatever you want to call it. That was it for these 2 teams. It was really, this was just a very fancy scrim to some extent.
I got my heart racing.
Dude, there's so many amazing moments, so many crucial pivots, but that is going to be the end of today, and that is going to be the end of our group stage. This is the last game for it, and next week we will be on to playoffs. So that is going to be exciting. We're going to get our quarters, then we're going to get our semis. I think given some time, we're going for 3rd place as well, and then we will be on to finals. So just a few more weeks, you know, just about a month, and we'll be in person. And I thought, you know, it'd be great to see these players on LAN. But from us, that is all. I just want to say thank you to our sponsors. We are powered by Natives, and we are sponsored by Monster Energy, Dogpatch Labs, Reraw, and GG Machine. So thank you to all of our sponsors. I've been Kurt, and would you like to say anything?
Thank you everybody for watching. You know, pretty traditional stuff. We can just say it. Thanks, guys. A lot of people come.
Keep it simple. Yeah, you keep it simple. Thank you to Heldic for our production. Thank you to all of our viewers and everyone behind the scenes. But thank you for coming to this Monday iteration of Ireland Esports Collegiate Series. Tomorrow we have our Rocket League, Wednesdays Counter-Strike 2, Thursdays League of Legends, Fridays FIFA, all that stuff. But we will be back again next week with more Valorant. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you then.